Well, and then when you look at the fact that the PGA Tour built two gigantic multi-million dollar HQ buildings, they're building media organization, like they're building out all of these things, and they're bloating. They're doing what every single NGO, which is exactly what they are, by the way, has been doing for the last 50 years. I mean, if Doge were to look into the PGA Tour, it would dissolve. I mean,
I
because
think
you
so
just sit
too.
there and
Like,
go
there's
like,
definitely
what are
some
you guys doing?
inefficiencies with how that
Sure.
gigantic organization
Why
is
is
being
Jay
run.
Monahan getting $14 million bonus every single year? For what? For
Yes,
failing?
like what Jeremy says, they're not there to see Jay Monahan. They're not there to see Brian Rolap. We're here to see the
Exactly.
players.
Yeah.
And yet it's those people that say we don't want them to we don't want them to be comfortable on the Korn Ferry Tour. So these guys who never teed it up in a professional event, who have no idea what it's like to live out of a suitcase, have no idea what it's like to be playing with negative money in your bank account trying to make rent. They have no idea what any of that is like, trying to make a cut on Friday. Zero. They're the ones that are saying we don't want them to be comfortable on the second best tour in the world. The DP World Tour doesn't even come close.
To Korn Ferry.
Doesn't even come close.
Hot take,
it
dude.
ain't even close, dude.
Can't wait to clip that
Bro,
one.
please do. We would have these guys come over and play in 3 events after, in the Korn Ferry Tour playoffs. You guys remember those? Right? So they would come over, right? And they wouldn't even sniff it. I played with Minwoo Lee a number of times, and he's a phenomenal player. But
Yeah.
Minwoo Lee wasn't doing anything until he started getting exemptions on the PGA Tour. And by the way, I'm not saying that he's not a great player. I'm not saying he doesn't belong on the PGA Tour. But you kind of gotta, like, they kind of gave it like, oh, here you go, here's enough starts
Yeah,
to get your
yeah.
thing going,
Yeah.
and then he gets special exemption status, and and then now all
Yeah,
of a
and then they gave him like crutches to learn how to
They
walk,
don't
and
do
now
that
he's
to Korn
learning how
Ferry
to
Tour
walk.
guys. Yep.
Dude, yes.
You win multiple
Yes,
times in the
dude.
Korn Ferry Tour, guess what? You go up to the Korn Ferry Tour, you play PGA Tour, you're at the bottom of the rung, right? You're
John
not getting
Kiefer.
any special treatment. Yeah, you're not getting any special treatment.
Dude, I know my buddy Andrew
Nobody
Yoon.
knows who, yeah.
You know
Nobody
Andrew
knows who
Yoon?
these guys are.
Dude.
Johnny Kiefer dominated. Never heard from him.
Korn Ferry.
Why?
Yeah.
Because he's at the bottom of the rung. He's at the last tee times. There's a number of different things that they do to Korn Ferry Tour top players to make it infinitely more difficult than they do to special exempt guys that they want to choose. I'm not again.
Yeah,
I'm not
like
saying
Neil
they don't
Shipley.
belong. Yeah,
Like Neil Shipley
Oh,
or
he's
like
playing horrible.
nothing, but no, nothing against them, nothing against the players.
there's
Like,
nothing
but like but there's definitely guys where they're like, oh, he was low M at the Masters, and we have a lot of cameras on him, and then people are gonna remember him, so then we're gonna like give him a little
he's a phenomenal
crutches
player.
to. Yeah, they're all phenomenal players. Like it's nothing about their game that
they
we
pick
hate.
and choose.
You
They're
know,
not consistent.
it's
and
just
that's the biggest problem.
it's more or less the politics of like, hey, who do we sponsor exempt?
Yeah.
You know, and
So
granted,
I'll put it this way. So let's just say, okay, that there are 25 people that make over $2 million a year that work for the PGA Tour. You take their salary and half it, which means you get $25 million per year that you can use to basically film 10 more players, which it would cost way less than that. But let's just say that that's what they did. You would know more. Their sponsors would see them more, which means those guys get paid more. And oh, by the way, just so we're clear on the side of the sponsors, do you guys know that clothing sponsors are few and far between? Like nobody's getting paid anymore. Club sponsors, few and far between. Nobody's getting paid anymore. Like it's.
I figured,
the amount of how is it that there's more money in the purses, right, for the top players, and there's more money, more sponsorship money for them, but you're playing on the same tour that has existed forever, that 10 years ago they were getting $500,000 minimum, and now it's impossible to get paid unless you're like a friend of a friend, you know a guy kind of thing. Like, it's insane to me that you're telling these guys that they got to go pay $100,000 to $200,000 of expenses a year, and yet you can't get them.
Yeah.
You can't get them that money in sponsorship. Why? Because you'll never know who they are, even though they're playing on what's supposed to be the best tour in the world.
Dude, and Max Homa has said this too. He's like, why don't we film guys on Friday trying to make cuts? Like, why don't we get that out there? It's like this putt was to make the cut. And I mean, we see that a little bit, but it's like
the next time you guys watch golf, because I don't watch golf. The next time you guys watch golf,
I watch all the time.
I would love to know how many people you see on a Friday.
Well, yeah, I mean, me and Nate already complain about that now, so
Less than 10?
Yeah, it wouldn't change our perspective at all.
144-man fields. You're
Yeah,
talking
you
about
see 10 guys.
Even 100-man fields. You're seeing 10% of the field. Really?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Come on.
yeah.
There's
yeah.
cameras on every hole, man.
It's funny,
sure.
even though y'all bringing up Neil Shipley, man. Neil Shipley has made 2 of 11 cuts.
Yes. Neil
Yeah,
Shipley is going to struggle.
they're giving him like parallel bars to help him learn how to walk, and they're like figure it out.
Yeah, because he knows a guy.
Great, like, but like he's good. Like he's good, but it's just like
I mean, they're all good.
all these, yeah. But it's like all these Korn Ferry guys are great, and Neil Shipley has won several times on the Korn Ferry. You know,
Yes,
so
but Johnny
he
Kiefer
was
beat him the whole time.
I know
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
he
that's my
did beat
problem,
him a
yeah.
lot. Yeah, and yeah, but they're
do not
definitely
see
giving
Johnny
him
Kiefer.
guardrails. And,
Again,
and,
it's player A or player B or player C, whomever it is, right? Like the biggest depth, like the reason why this gets so deep is because it literally feels like you're gonna watch this thing that we all love, right? This huge driving force for charity and growing the game and all these other things, and yet you look into
they're
it.
shrinking the game at the top.
Exactly, but you look into it below the surface, you're like, they don't really give that much to charity. They don't, and especially compared to bigger organizations. But the amount of money that they say that they give, I'm sure is whatever. But they take way more in than they give out to charitable organizations, and certainly, by the way, compared to how much they pay themselves. But whatever. And then you look at what they do for the players, and you sit there and you go, so you're telling me that you can't make a tour of 150 guys and just say, listen, the fields are 122, 136, 144, and it's only our PGA Tour guys. We're not giving any exemptions to college players. We're not giving any exemptions to random local pros. We're not giving any Monday qualifiers gone. We only want 150 of the top best players in the world to play on this tour, period, end of story. And you're telling me you can't come up with 30 events that would love that, and the cities, not the cities, the media and all that other stuff, you're telling me you can't fund that as well? That your player who is struggling to make the cut is right on the cut line, whatever, who gets bumped out by a, Tyrrell Hatton birdie or eagle on the last, right? And Tyrrell goes from 8 under to 9 under to whatever, 7 to 9 to
Moves the cut
jump
line,
all the
yeah.
eights and jumps, all those eights. You're telling me that's not worth it? And they're going to say no, or we're working on it. But at the end of the day, we all know the scripture, right? You know them by the fruits, right?
Yeah, you know a tree
and if
by
the
its
fruit
fruits.
is they're shrinking the game, whatever they say doesn't matter, right? You can say you believe, right? And whether or not you believe is in between you and him, right? Like I ain't about knowing a man's heart. That ain't mine to know. But if what I see from you doesn't equate,
To what you
Yeah,
saying?
dude.
you're in a box. Like you're in this box until you get out of that box. You know what
They're
I'm
like, let's grow the game. Oh, also, only 100 people are going to get their cards back next year.
Yeah.
Oh, let's grow the game. Oh,
and that's
only
going
70.
down. Yeah.
And it's probably, yeah, dude. So, like,
Yeah. Yep.
I could see
meanwhile, the old heads get, they get exemptions when they need them and whatever. Like,
Yeah.
I love Tony to death. I really do. And I've known him
Oh,
for years.
bruh.
Like,
Nate, how many
that's
times
my
have I talk
guy.
about Tony as one of my favorite
dude,
golfers?
yeah.
Oh, he's my
I'm just
guy.
being
Dude,
honest.
Jeremy-
I'm just being honest with what the film is showing, and it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts.
No, it's, I could see that as a player, like, why you would be incredibly frustrated is like,
Well,
you're
and not
taking
to
away
mention,
my opportunities. Like,
we can, I'm sure Jeremy's got some more to talk about, but like,
Yeah. We'll get to it. Make this last statement.
the biggest thing, honestly, is like moving forward, like, what am I going to do about it? Well, get better every single day. And then at the end of the day, like, what can they do to stop me? This guy's a perfect example. This guy got where he got because he played well in the DP, played well when he needed to play well, and then he won. And now he's made more money this week than he probably will ever make in his life.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Hey, I do want to ask a few questions, man. This one just kind of sparked my mind because of everything we're talking about. The Wesley Bryan situation. How do you feel about him getting suspended because he played in a YouTube live event and he has to be able to come back on the PGA Tour? But they made exceptions, which we understand, for guys like Brooks, Bryson, Cam, John, and I believe those only 4 or 5 people go. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Wesley is a bona fide, he's one of the OG YouTube guys.
Yeah.
I mean, the Brian Bros have been around a long time, him and George, since Big Break, right? So, but
Yeah.
I don't know if Wesley has been fully, like completely, what's the word, forthright with his conversations with the PGA Tour with regards to him coming back or not.
Looks more unlikely now because he just started that YouTube golf tour, so I don't know if he's
he makes more money doing that than he will on the PGA Tour.
He's probably not making any cuts. He's won one time. What was RBC? Did he win RBC Heritage?
No, he won.
Oh, he's won, but he's
still
a lower tier guy. Like he's like one of those guys that's like if they shrink the game, he might be out.
Yeah, his category, the past champions category in and of itself anyways is going away. I mean, the fact is that the people that are playing at Myrtle Beach right now, or were playing at Myrtle Beach rather, those guys aren't getting into events next year. They're gone. So there's not going to be any, opposite field events. It's not going to happen. So they're going to be all.
Yeah, he won the RBC Heritage 2017. He beat Luke Donald.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, and so obviously, phenomenal event, and he's a great player. But as far as what the tour is doing to him, he knowingly did something that was not correct. He said as much, and I think the reason why he is still suspended is because he hasn't sought. Maybe he hasn't sought a way back.